What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 35 of the Tastecast, our weekly podcast where we talk about what we've been playing, we react to videos, we talk about random shit.
We do things.
Yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And that threw me off. So we are going to be kind of trucking along through this. We don't got a whole lot of time, but quick reminder to play Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, Just Cause 3, and Payday 2. And if you happen to play all three of those, come back at the end of the month and check out Plus Club, where we're going to be talking about our opinions of those games. Let us know yours. And Tastecast, where we'll be talking about Payday 2. They're all great games. Play them. And yeah. So before we get into a couple of videos that I pulled for us to watch, let's talk about what we've been playing. And speaking of Game of the Month, I'm going to jump in. Been playing a shitload of Just Cause 3. I forgot how fucking fun that game is. I played it for the channel. I bought it when it came out originally, so I didn't get it for PlayStation Plus, but I am playing it for that. And yeah, I played it a little bit when I first got it. I was like, yeah, this is fun. It's like Just Cause 2 again, except for, a little better. And yeah, playing it again, and I played it for like 5-10 minutes, and then I just forgot. And I just playing for hours, which I mean is a great thing. I don't want to talk about too much because we got to talk about this later anyway. But yeah, I'm loving it. So if you haven't played it, it is a very, very fun game. Is anybody else playing Just Cause 3? You actually
I tried, and I got through the first couple sections of it, and then the game started loading and never loaded, and just endlessly loaded. So I turned it off.
That's actually the game. That's what I'm really liking about it. Is I can just turn it on and then just go do something else.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, just cause.
Just a call.
And you haven't played it yet.
Not yet.
You need to do that. It's really fun. You'll like it for sure. I actually don't know anybody who wouldn't like this game unless you just really hate chaos, I guess. I don't know. If you're so really, I need order. I need things to tell me, what I need to do. Maybe it's not for you. Played Fortnite a little bit more lately. I've been actually taking a break from it because I'm playing other games, Just Cause 3. And yeah, I'm still digging it. Still in the second area. I want to play it with people. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm not playing it right now. Is because I'm
Tired of reading all the hate.
in fact, we talked about it recently. There's people who keep bitching about it being a paywall game.
Pay to win.
Pay to win. Yeah. Which I mean, their argument. I mean, you're the one who told me, so you should probably say it.
Their argument is that at later points in the game, you need gear that comes out of the loot boxes, specifically the V-Buck ones, I guess, to progress. And I kind of don't believe that, just because you find purples and sometimes even oranges just searching in the levels. Like, you just got to farm a little bit. I know it's not instant gratification, but that doesn't make it pay to win.
Well, and they might have a case, but I haven't seen it yet. But I do know what is more likely, because I've met a lot of people like this. People either like to grind or they don't. And people who like to grind get it, I guess.
Yeah.
And people who don't like to grind talk about it like it's an alien thing. It's not that they're dumb; they might not be into it, but they always talk about it like it's this fucking thing that can't be fun. I actually don't mind grinding,
I don't either.
as long as it's not boring and monotonous.
And the gameplay of the game is not.
Exactly.
So.
Like if it's a boring ass game, it's not fun to play, and you got to grind to get shit, I'm gonna fucking get rid of it instantly. But if I enjoy playing it a lot and I want that shit, I don't mind grinding. The game just has to be fun.
Also, do your dailies, get free V-Bucks.
So always pissed at you guys.
Yeah. Also, if I have one complaint about the game, because no game's flawless, and they're working on it now, the UI is fucking huge. There's so many places to go. You spend a lot of time in menus. They're working on the UI right now. So.
Yeah. Which is great, because that essentially says they're listening.
Yeah.
The UI is big. That doesn't bother me so much. The only thing I don't like about it is specifically when in skill trees, there's a lag to it that makes it a longer process than it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like pressing right or holding it, and it's just kind of like lagging its way over. So that's kind of annoying. And then there still is some like stutters in the gameplay when you play it, and which I believe is probably server based. But
I didn't run into that so much when I played on PC, so it might also be a console thing.
sure, but they still need to fix it.
No, I agree.
But as for like any kind of like paywall, pay to win stuff, I mean, if you want to give them your money to have the same chances of getting shit, I mean, you're gonna have more opportunities, but you still might not get anything. So I mean,
As Brave Exvius proved to me this last week.
Don't even start.
So yeah, I mean, I just it is what it is. I actually think it's a really good example of free to play. It's not the best, but it's definitely in a higher tier of free to play than your average free to play game. I mean, a lot of games are just literally you can play this, but there's a lot of cool shit you probably want to buy, and that's fine. That makes sense as long as you enjoy the game. Fucking do it. But this game does have ways to allow you to get stuff without paying for it. Mm-hmm. So just like Warframe, Warframe's better.
All the same things, and in fact, even paying doesn't guarantee you to get things faster. You're just getting, like you said, more opportunities. It's still random. Completely
so randomly you could just get a bunch of shitty loot chests that have like white items in them. I mean,
unlikely, but yes,
grays or whatever. But still, it could happen. I mean, like I've gotten legendaries already, and like that's not because I gave them money. So. Yep. In fact, everyone I know who's playing it has gotten legendaries already. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like it's whatever. We don't have to talk about it too much, but I'm still enjoying it, still liking it. I haven't ran into the problem people are complaining about, but people are complaining about it. Have you played Fortnite anymore at all?
A little bit here and there.
Yeah. Speaking also on this topic of a game that's kind of splitting people.
Entwine.
Lawbreakers. A game I'm very much in love with. I love this fucking game. It's awesome. It has I don't know. People are saying that the game's not that great for some reason. I don't really know why. Josh told me about it a little bit. People are also kind of bitching about this being a pay-to-win game because there's loot chests in it, just like Overwatch. But it's all cosmetic stuff. I've got some really cool off-top. I got some really fucking cool legendaries, which are called boss rarity because it's boss key. Really cool looking shit. Didn't pay any money for it aside from buying the game. But yeah, people are bitching about that. I'm not getting that just because it is a solid arena shooter that is highly skill based. I mean, everywhere I keep reading about this game, they keep saying this is a fucking high ceiling fucking skill based game. Like, you know, there's going to be people in this game that are going to be really fucking good. So you can't just go in this game and be like, oh, I like casual shooters. It's not for you.
Look at any GIF of high end PC Titanfall 2 players.
Yeah,
it's fucking insanity.
I pull off some pretty crazy shit on consoles, so I mean, like, I'm sure they're doing crazier shit on PC, which I welcome because there's so many shooters out which kind of do a really good job of blending the casual with the hardcore, and that's fine because I think accessibility is great. Growing communities, we talk about that all the fucking time on this channel. But every once in a while, I get to this point where I'm like, it's starting to get kind of like, you know, am I going to get my kill streak? Am I going to get this that's going to get me my kills now? Whereas this game goes back to basics. You need to be fucking accurate. You need to know your fucking character. You need to know the map and how to move. And I mean, it's like Quake and Unreal, and it is fucking awesome. And I have matches where I get my ass fucking wrecked. And I have matches that I'm like, holy shit, I got like 5 kills in like a couple seconds. That was awesome feeling. Like, so I just haven't felt that in a long time. I'm really digging it. I really suggest it to anybody who's a competitive shooter fan. I mean, this is right up your alley. And all the characters are good. Even the ones I don't play, I think are really cool. And they just came out with a patch recently that fixed 3 of them. I don't remember what the patch notes were, but they're being really proactive about the game. And they also asked recently if people want, which I think is really neat, they are asking people if they want being able to only have like 1 character per team, 2 characters, or anyone can pick whoever they want. Which I don't care either way, but I think it's cool that they're asking.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, you should do it like Overwatch because they have different modes where
That's what he
only
was
one
telling
character can be picked per team, or everybody can be one character. Or my favorite is the randoms. You just don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
I think that one's just cool because it forces people to get out, out of their comfort zone, and that's a huge reason. Even when we play fighting games and stuff, we'll play like our characters for a while, and then after a while, it's like I just pick randoms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, it just
Which
like
always drives me fucking crazy. This is your thing with dice. Like, fucking anytime I do random and fighting games, especially when I'm fighting Josh, he gets all of his characters. And I always get some guy I barely play. And I'm like, the fuck is this? Like, it's so frustrating. He'll get Astroth, and I'm like, that's your best character. And it gives me, like, fucking Lizard Man, which I'm alright with. But, like, it's like, ugh.
Well, it's like when we were doing Mortal Kombat, and I hit random. I think I was against Mike. And it gave me the bug lady. And I was just like,
Devora.
Wow, that was fucked. All right.
What game we're talking about? Lawbreakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawbreakers is awesome. Definitely play it. Really competitive. And yeah, the mode thing. The one thing I do want Lawbreakers to do, they need to do this. They have to do this if they want to keep me around, is I need to be able to pick what game mode I want to play. Do the shuffle thing for it, keep it, but like let me also play certain game modes because there are game modes I don't like as much as other ones, and when I play those, I'm not as invested. I'm like, just want to get through this. And then yeah, it would be cool if they had a mode where just randomly shuffled them. The game's perfect for that. So people will have to play a certain character they might not be best at. So moving on to. Played Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. We're going to talk about that more later this month. But so far, it is Assassin's Creed. Moving on.
I also played that one, and I agree.
Okay, and we'll talk about it later. And then the last thing I want to mention is a game that needs to be talked about. Everybody needs to fucking buy this game right the fuck now. Ninja Theory made a game called Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
And it is fucking amazing. I'm pretty sure I'm playing a masterpiece right now. I knew that within the first 15 minutes of the game. And 20 minutes into the game, I had to go smoke because my fucking anxiety was so high.
Jesus.
This game is beautifully crafted in every fucking way possible. If you're okay with a minimal gameplay experience where it's more so walking, puzzles, and then combat, and that's pretty much the whole game. If you can deal with that,
it's an interactive movie.
Yeah, the graphics are fucking amazing. The acting is amazing. The psychosis aspect of the game where you're hearing voices in every direction talking about everything you're doing, questioning everything you're doing, discussing things like you're not there is fucking incredible. I love it. It's amazing. The sound design is amazing. I mean, everybody says play this with your headphones. They're right, but I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I remember even telling you before you bought it that I think it was the guys at Polygon were playing. One guy was playing it while he had someone in the room with him, like on a couch playing Switch or something like that. And he was like, everyone says play this with headphones. So he's not a huge headphone player, he said, but he was like, gave him an excuse to use, surround sound headphones, and he put them on, he started playing, and he said after a while, he like, kind of like, a little shaky, put the controller down, took the headphones off, and he turned around and looked at the other guy. He's like, were you talking to me just now?
Yeah.
Like, he was all freaked out, so.
Yeah, it's really neat because, like, you'll be, like, walking, and even there'll be, like, a ledge, and they're like, go down, don't go down there, don't go down. And someone will, like, laugh at you and shit, and you're like, okay.
It's like an experience of schizophrenia.
Yes.
Yeah, psychosis in general, like, and they handled it really well. It's actually really neat too because I was reading a thing about the developers and they were saying,
doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, they're talking about essentially how people with psychosis in games are always typically villains because it just adds to the craziness.
Yeah.
So they thought it'd be interesting to give the hero of the game something that can also be a gameplay element because it does come into play in the puzzles, which is really interesting. But also, it adds a layer to the character, and they had to handle it responsibly, of course, because you don't want to be like, haha, they got a problem that real people have.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really ingenious idea, and I think they fucking nailed it. I mean, it's so good. Like I was saying, I was playing it was like 10 in the morning. I woke up early, and because I bought it the night prior, and I got on PC because I was like, this game's supposed to look really good. I got to play it on my fucking PC. Luckily, everything's on very high. I'm playing it, and I'm just like enthralled in it. And 20 minutes later, I just like felt like I was just like, I took the headphones off. I was like, okay, hold on a second. I got to take a break. After a while, you get used to it, though.
An underrepresented group in a video game makes a good video game. Take note, game developers. You have a larger community out there you can draw from. And not make horrible, horrible stereotypes.
Which is a topic we still got to talk about. We've been talking about that for a while now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's an idea that you don't really think somebody would have thought of, and they did it,
Yeah.
and they fucking nailed it. And again, I mean, these guys have made other games before. I thought all their games are always produced really well, but they're not really my style of games. But like the dark atmosphere of this game and the whole like Nordic. I think it's Nordic, yeah. Background to it and the whole Valhalla shit and all the just dark imagery is just right up my alley. I love it. I think it's a great game, and it's $30 fucking.
I was gonna say, side note, Lawbreakers and Hellblade, $30 each.
Yeah, and they're
Two
both
games,
fantastic.
price of one.
Lawbreakers, as I play it though, it should be more than $30, but I can see why they charge $30 for it though, because it feels like it needs more content.
Okay.
There's like 6 maps, which doesn't bother me, but I could see somebody going, you know what, there's not a whole lot here. They got their heroes, they're all great. There's a lot of fucking shit to unlock.
I know they almost made it free to play though as well.
Yeah.
So I mean,
They did that mid development.
So they decided that they wanted to make it a premium experience.
Yeah. But I still absolutely recommend it. $30 is you're not wasting it. The game's awesome, but know what you're getting into. But I would suggest Hellblade even more, because I think this game is contender for Game of the Year easily. So, although I don't know if it's gonna, because I really really liked fucking Horizon Zero Dawn and Neo and Nier and a lot of games early this year.
Busy year.
Busy year. But yeah, pick up Hellblade. It's fucking amazing. Don't think about it, just do it. And you have a PC that can run it, get it on there, because it is a beautiful game.
And play with headphones.
In
It's
the
some
dark.
Sennheisers. In the dark. Sennheisers in the dark. That's the old saying. While you experience psychosis. What have you guys been playing?
Besides Assassin's Creed, one game for about 30 minutes, sadly. Sonic Mania.
Oh, real quick. I wanted to mention that because I would have played this game by now, but I've been hunting down the collector's edition, and I couldn't find it, so I finally ordered it off Amazon. And if you guys don't know, the collector's edition comes with a Sonic statue on top of Sega Genesis that you hit a on-off button with, or you hit the on-off button, it says Sega. It comes with a cartridge that says Sonic Mania. They open up, has a gold ring that I hear has a good weight to it. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, go find that. I ordered that, so hopefully I can show it off at some point. But anyway, your actual experience with the game.
So, first off, Sonic Mania is a Sonic game that Sega licensed out to another company to make, and this is definitely the result of fans of Sonic making a Sonic game. This game runs in 1080p, 60 frames per second, has filters, so if you want that old school look, you want a smoothed out version of that look, you want even the grainy TV look, you can turn all that stuff on. Has multiplayer character choices, and it's a reimagining of Sonic's journey through all the stages. Just even like a little quickie review in just the 30 minutes I played. This game is, if you liked a Sonic game ever in your life, buy this game. I was so impressed immediately. It feels like Sonic, even with the updated animations. It's so, like, the 60 frames, it's super smooth. It also makes platforming with Sonic really awesome. I love the spin on like why you go to all the Tails, and the boss fights have all been unique so far and way more I guess cinematic would be a way to put it.
Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good things about the game. That's why I went ahead and just got the collector's thing. So I was like, when am I going to be able to get a fucking statue like that? Yeah. And I want to support the game because all I've heard is it's fucking awesome. I've watched videos on it. That's the Sonic I love. I grew up with Sega Genesis. Like I grew up with all the consoles, but like Sega Genesis always really resonated with me. And Sonic, I love Sonic. I love that they kept the old style. But I also like that they added new levels or new areas that are in the same style. which is really fucking cool. I didn't know about somebody else making it, which makes way more sense that somebody nailed it that wasn't Sega. Kudos to them, and kudos to fucking Sega for figuring that out. You need to do that again and just let people who fucking actually like Sonic. I know you guys are bored of Sonic. Fucking, we want Sonic. Fucking let somebody else do it.
You want to make money. People want Sonic to be good.
Yeah, exactly. So do this again.
Yeah, I don't think I can speak highly enough of it. And that's just I only played the first 2 zones to completion, and I died in the 3rd zone, which made me realize how much harder old school 2D Sonic is compared to newer games too, which is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a blast. Also, when you're playing
Sonic Blast.
When you're playing, you pick a save file, and there's a bunch of them, and you can either pick Sonic with Tails, Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. So you can replay the game with different characters and get a different experience. So
there's also different locations in the maps that only certain characters can get to, which is cool. So there's replayability there.
And the gem or the mini game when you go through a ring is new, but it feels like it's from the old games.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
All the new stuff looks like it should have been in the older games.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It was definitely made by people. Like, that's what confused me. I'm like, well, how'd Sega do this?
Yeah.
How'd they make a fucking Sonic game that's cool? They've been just shitting on Sonic for like 15 years.
People are giving like 8s and higher to.
Yeah. I read something that said this is the first time Sonic's gotten a higher than like a 7 in 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy. So hopefully they fucking pay attention. They're like, okay, this means they need Sonic Boom 3, right? They love it. That's why they bought this. Like, no, you don't get it, motherfucker.
Well, and I just have to emphasize that if you are a Sonic fan, buy the game, support this game.
Buy the collector's edition. Get it on Saturday, like me.
But yeah, and it's $20 digitally if you don't get the collector's edition,
which is $70.
Yeah,
so
very affordable game that definitely.
$20, fuck yeah,
replayability and everything. So
yeah, it's an old and brand new experience. I mean, that's dope.
Yeah.
I used to play Sonic on my Sidekick.
Ooh.
Weird reference, yeah.
Yeah.
For a split second, my brain was like, Sidekick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that old thing.
I thought you actually had like a sidekick, and you'd like get on their back while they ran you around.
I still have my Sidekick.
Really?
Yeah.
I still have my Helio Ocean and my pager, so
yeah.
I got no archaic shit in my house. Well, I guess I do. It doesn't matter. What are you playing?
Not very much, actually, because I've been pretty focused on a couple games. Been playing Warframe because they had the second update for Chains of Harrow. So there's a bunch of new weapons out. The new Corpus Bow is out. A couple new guns, little pistols, things like that. There's a new couple melee weapons that were added. One of them is a user-designed weapon. So it's not like a 10-engine weapon. It was like someone designed it and they implemented it in the game.
I love that. I love that they do that.
It's kind of like the Sylvan Aegis, so it's another like weapon that looks like the blade is made out of fire. It's a chain sword, so it's a sword on one end and a chain on the other. You can like throw around and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the sword end it's just a stick that has a fire scythe that comes out of it. So it's like a Kasumi.
Oh, so it's like the ninja weapons.
Yeah.
With the weight,
like
weight on the chain and the scythe. And
exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then they had a Guando, which is a halberd, basically. Chinese halberd, which is really cool.
Oh, shit.
Like Guan Yu uses.
Yeah.
Love
those.
I think it uses bow stances, though. So there's no new stance for it, as far as I know.
The bow staff, you mean?
Yeah. That's what I meant. But yeah, so I've been playing that, which all of those are being built right now. You're welcome. Well, not all of them. But like they're like 50% at the lowest because the materials for some of them are really, really
It's
high.
the great thing about having Chris just playing this game in the background while I'm taking breaks. Because I come in and just buy things and leave. But fucking I come back and like things are like being developed in our dojo. And I'm like, cool, they're already done. I don't have to do it.
I designed an ascension room for our dojo too.
What's an ascension?
It's something to do with the guild level. So like every time you reach like it's like your player level. So like you level up and then you have to do like a test. So for the guild, you have to level up the guild, and then there's like this path you step on and it sends the guild. Yeah. So I'm designing a whole room.
I think they changed that. I remember.
Yeah, because we were back to level 1. So now we're level 9.
Yeah, instead of buying rooms to make your guild grow, this is
Oh, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
all
fucking
fancy.
missed that completely.
It's right outside the bridge. It's real fancy looking.
Okay, I want to go look at that like right now.
Yeah. I didn't the only thing I permanently set down was a couple statues because I wasn't sure exactly how you wanted it to look, but everything's
Oh,
set up.
I'm
to
sure.
how
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I think it would look neat, but yeah. And then I've been playing a shit ton of Overwatch because their summer loot event is happening right now.
yeah, the Summer Games is back.
Yep. So I've got 2 of the new skins so far.
Is it McCree that everybody's saying is hot?
Yeah, I have that one.
Okay.
And it's hilarious because his revolver is now a flare gun, and it says Desert Seagull on it.
That's clever. That's funny.
I love barbecue.
I just got
Soldier
that one.
76.
I just got Daddy 76.
Is that what they called it?
That's what I call it.
I
He's
know-
wearing socks and sandals.
Oh, say he looks like a dad in barbecue gear.
Yep, and
It's
his
ridiculous.
heel thing is a little like a can of soda or beer, and then when he pops it down, instead of everybody heal up here, everybody drink up here.
They changed the dialogue?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a legendary.
That's crazy. I didn't realize they did that much work to that.
Even McCree's when he ults, instead of a tumbleweed, it's a beach ball that rolls by.
That's pretty dope. Man, I gotta check that out.
And instead of a cigar or cigarette, he has a popsicle stick. It's dope. It's so funny.
So you just get this stuff by playing it like normal, or
It's in the loot boxes.
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So like,
Every time you level.
there's when you do the game modes, so like all random or competitive modes, you get those you win 3 times, you get a loot chest. You can get 6 of them per week that way, and then as you level up,
Oh,
you
they
get.
changed that since I played. It
Yeah.
used to be you had to level to get a box.
No, they added that to make it so it's quicker to get
Okay.
loot.
Yeah.
But
Well, I'd say that's what I was used to also.
they also added so that since it's a issuing of the summer event, all the old skins you can get them again.
Oh, that's good.
And they changed how the loot system works now. You're more likely to get items that you don't have now compared to
good.
getting duplicates.
Diablo stuff.
I know people. That was a huge complaint for a long time because they were just getting duplicates over and over. And
I haven't
over.
gotten a duplicate since they implemented it. Not a single one.
Really? Maybe I'll. I haven't played it in probably since the last Summer Games. Actually, it's been a long time.
So they gave Widowmaker a skin. It's a summer beach skin.
I saw it, and
McCree
it's the first time I thought she
76.
looked good.
And they gave Mercy one, so she's like an angel, like an actual angel. And then all the old ones from previously are back. And Lucio Ball is back as well. And it has its own competitive season for Lucio Ball.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played Lucio Ball.
It's
Although I've heard Josh talk about it before.
just like, what was that game we played with the cars?
It's kind of like Rocket League, except for your Lucio and
just
only
like-
Lucio
okay.
bouncing up all around.
It's just like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's smart of them too, because Rocket League's fucking
Except for
popular.
that mode's only around once a year.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's got to bring people in.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of that mode disappearing. I don't even play it, but if I was playing a game, I like the mode and disappear it.
Well, it's like they did that co-op mode for a little while too.
Yes, the Omnix Rising.
Yeah.
I did that one too. That was a good one.
You're really good about hopping into holidays and games.
They draw me
Yeah.
in. Skins, special skins I can only get then. Give it to me.
You doing the one in 14 right now?
No, because I don't care about those ones.
Damn.
They take like 2 hours.
I'm sure they do. They're just not as compelling to me.
No, I know. That's
They
one.
don't look as good.
That's one weekness that game's had.
Yeah.
Their
Its
holiday
cosmetics are
events.
kind of weak.
Really?
14.
That's
Its holiday events are pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
Like the Valentine's Day one, your gloves that you get are gigantic oven mitts. Like, who the fuck wants to run with oven mitts on?
Yeah, that's kind of lame. I feel like there's something better than that.
You're literally like a baker in like a G-lolly dress with clogs for shoes.
if they didn't spend so much time pumping out content for the game, I would probably complain about them being lazy. But I understand that they're literally like clockwork releasing stuff for that game.
So is fucking DE.
You know?
You know,
I ain't charging you. They're charging me. All the fucking
they're
time.
charging lots of people, or they wouldn't be in business.
Charging me all day.
Have you guys done the Chains of Harrow yet?
Mm-mm.
You need to do it.
Probably.
Is it like a storyline thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
it's dark. Like, it's really
like
dark
dark.
for DE. For Warframe, it's dark.
Dark like that weird fucking fan-made movie thing we watched. I don't think you were there for that.
He wasn't.
For the dev stream, yeah.
It's
There's
so
like,
dorky.
yeah. Some like trailer started up and like the voice acting was weird shit, and it was just, and you know they made it, so it's fun. I'm not trying to talk shit about it, but
Tap, tap. The man in the wall.
is this it? New It movie coming out?
No, that's part of the Chains of Heroin. You hear that, like, constantly.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And that's just the tip of it. Like, it's dark.
That's just the tip. There's more.
Oh, that old show.
Yeah, we got a lot of old shows. Anything else anybody's been playing? Anything anybody wants to be playing?
Wants to be playing?
yeah.
Yeah, I got lots of things I want to be playing.
Yeah.
I
want
want
to
to
play.
finish Final Fantasy 15. I want to finish Final Fantasy 12. I want to finish Nier Automata.
Yeah, I need to play more Nier Automata. I need to beat it, and I'm pretty sure I'm like pretty close to the end of it.
I need to beat Neo.
Yeah, you do. Neo's great. I want to play
I need
Neo.
to finish Neo. I need to play Tokaiden 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that a lot.
Played Tokaiden 2 for about an hour and a half, and then I stopped, and it's fun. I just stopped playing it.
I've got my gripes.
Someone
about
want to pay me 1 year salary so I can sit home and catch up on my games.
That'd be great. Yeah, yeah. We're open up that Patreon.
Come on, sponsors.
Let's get 1 millionaire. It just takes 1 millionaire.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. We
Right.
appreciate it. Yeah. So that's what we've been playing. I want to play more Just Cause 3 because I'm addicted to it right now. But we're gonna be reacting to a couple videos I pulled, recent things coming out, reasons I will explain. So recently,
Don't need no damn reasons.
yeah, I always need a fucking reason, or I have my reasons. So recently, Tripwire Interactive, or whatever their end part of that name is, revealed that they're making Killing Floor Incursion, which is a VR killing floor that's going to have co-op and it's going to be storyline driven, which is a first for Killing Floor. Now, if you're not familiar with Killing Floor, it was actually one of our games of the month recently, or it was PlayStation Plus.
Last month.
Yeah. And it is essentially a wave-based survival shooter with really, really cool, gory action. I mean,
Visceral effects.
just super visceral effects.
Yeah.
Really fun. I've loved Killing Floor since the first one. So I heard about this, was excited. I also, have a Vive, which I'm not fucking using, which sucks. So I hear VR, Killing Floor, I'm excited for it, and then I heard co-op, so I'm like, that's even cooler. But the most interesting thing, like I said, is this actually has a storyline. They said this is going to have hours of content, which if you're unfamiliar with VR games, is important because it's an actual game, not just a toy. And yeah, it's supposed to tell the story of like the whole Horzine or whatever the fuck that company's name is, and all that shit. So we're gonna watch the 2-minute gameplay launch trailer.
I actually dug into the Wikipedia to find the lore the other day because I was really curious because there was none in the game. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Why is this going on? And it's deep.
Yeah,
You gotta search.
It's funny too because like the only parts of the lore I know are from like the trailers of the game when this coming out. That's about it. Like otherwise, anytime I play the game, I'm looking around the city and I'm just like, okay, so some shit happened, and there's some like biological fucking weapons that were made. I get that
It's
aspect.
basically Resident Evil.
Yeah.
The company's umbrella, except for people weren't like, oh, we love Umbrella, and then things go bad. It's people are like, oh, we hate this company, fuck you, and things go bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's watch the trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Not sure why meatheads like this has a neural implant. Let's bring up their last memory and see what went wrong.
Alright.
Oh, it's available now. I'm gonna have to get it.
Awake.
Get them back under.
Oh,
I don't think I like the idea of having Zeds in my face.
right?
Wait.
Ooh.
I deal with it every time I play the game.
Yeah, the
I
cat.
hug you.
The simulation I loaded. This isn't some glitch. Some sort of virus has infiltrated our system. And more bad news, Lieutenant. Remember that thing about damage here not being real? Yeah, not so much.
Fuck yeah.
I'm assuming
Hit
you
'em.
can't move.
I think you can. I think I was reading about it. I don't know if it's this. I'm pretty sure it was this game. For people who don't get motion sickness, I think it allows you to do it. Otherwise, you probably teleport.
And you're both here. Great. That's a weird move.
See Sub-Zero.
Disembodied, just like a vest and a helmet with gloves and an axe floating in
It's
there.
more than you usually get.
Yeah.
Usually you get like a really chintzy face and then floating hands.
You need to keep them away from the life support programs. Lieutenant, you really need to hurry. I don't think I'm alone. I keep hearing someone or something moving around out.
Was are you doing?
Kind of looks like
What's he doing is that?
oh, that's how when you play Sun.
Arizona Sunshine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is awesome. I need to play more of that.
Heaven's sake.
Is that more to
It's like
play?
working with a child.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter. Impressions.
Looks cool actually. I was a little skeptical. So, but no, that looks really cool. I don't know if I'd be able to play that though.
Especially in VR, because I mean you're there. I mean you're not like
I
full
was,
screen.
and we've said it a million times. Unless you've played VR, and I don't mean like, don't take this the wrong way, Chris. I know you have one, but not like Gear VR. That doesn't count.
Although those are really impressive.
They
for what
are impressive, but it is not the same. Like if you haven't played VR, watching a video VR does zero justice.
Yeah.
Zero, and it's hard to explain. You just kind of have to do it. But it looks crazy.
Yeah, I'm obviously super excited for it. I love Killing Floor. I love VR, and I think that looks really fun. I also like that it has a co-op storyline, and then it seems like it has levels that change it up because they showed like the sniping part, which is kind of cool. And sniping in VR is always really fun because you're actually like looking down a scope and shit. It's really hectic feeling. A lot of times you have to actually like pull the fucking
bolt.
the bolt and shit like that. So yeah, really excited for it. Apparently it's out, so I'm gonna have to buy it. It says Oculus, but I believe you can play that on Vive now. So, which I think has been the thing for a while. So yeah, excited.
It looks like Killing Floor 3D. I mean, it's cool and all.
It
but,
definitely does look like that.
I'm curious as how they're going to handle it because a lot of Killing Floor is like running and repositioning yourself, and I'm curious as how they're going to handle that in this game.
Probably just slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, it'll probably be like Raw Data, which I'm a really big fan of, where it's more like defense as people come at you. Whereas yeah, Killing Floor is either everybody's defending one position or everybody's fucking running different directions and regrouping and shooting shit and then running off.
I was gonna say half my experience with Killing Floor is just like running, occasionally turning around, shooting, and then eventually like, oh, there's a person I know.
Yeah, exactly. You'll like run down a hall, you're by yourself for like 5 minutes, and then you turn, you see someone go around a corner, I'm like, okay, there's somebody, you fucking run. You meet up with them, you're looking around and you start shooting and shit, and then it gets hectic, everybody just runs away again. It's essentially a glorified fucking Scooby-Doo fucking hallway chase.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is, and it's awesome. I mean, I wish Scooby-Doo was
The
like
hall
that.
of doorways.
Yep. Any last words on Killing Floor?
No, that's cool.
I'd like to
Looks-
see more VR games with like archery in them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you 100%. Let's get more.
I love those kind of games because I played that one you have, The Room or whatever it's called. That tech basically demo game.
Oh, the Valve one.
Yeah, I
yeah,
just forgot the name.
and it
of
has the archery game in it. I fucking love that.
The
game.
Lab.
The Lab. That's it. Or kick that game's ass.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Ah.
Cody's pretty bad. And I'm also pretty good, but I was impressed with your skills. Okay, next one I want to kind of, almost exit out of. I want to talk about this for a split second. So Agents of Mayhem, I believe as of recording this, is already out. If you don't know what it is Volition's next game. These guys make Saints Row. They made Red Faction. It is a single-player, multi-charactered game where it's open world and you shoot shit. It's pretty much Saints Row, except for you play kind of like superheroes. You level up, do all that kind of shit. So we've seen this for a while now before it came out, and it's always been really interesting that anytime me and Chevy watch it, even Josh, I don't know if you've seen a whole lot on it, we talk about a little bit. We always seem kind of underwhelmed by it. And I think it got a 7 or whatever, which isn't bad. But But I'm really curious as to like why this isn't really doing it for us. Like for me personally, Saints Row is kind of not. It's not what it was when I liked it.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a bad series at all anymore, but they definitely kind of went fucking too crazy with it, in my opinion. And now it just feels like a crazy sandbox of... It's not Just Cause 3. It's trying to be. It can't be. So yeah, Agents of Mayhem looks like more of the same. So what I want to do is I want to watch this 5 Things You Need to Know via Game Ranks. And they're going to explain the game some more. And we're going to see if there's anything to take out of it that's possibly more interesting. Maybe we'll watch this and go, you know what, maybe I'll check it out. Although I found out there's no multiplayer. That really bums me out because this game seems like it would have done really well with multiplayer. And, yeah.
Even the last Saints Row had co-op.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just seems really weird. It seems like a missed opportunity, specifically because there's like 12 different characters you can play in this game, and you unlock them, you can level them, you can pick 3 of them every time you go out, you can switch between. So it just seems really weird to me that they were going for a single-player game, and it's still just... It seems like it should have been a multiplayer game. It's like, if you're going to make a single-player game... there's nothing wrong with that, but definitely make it more single-player oriented. Make it more interesting for the one person's journey. If it's just a sandbox game, I don't know. It's typically better with other people, I guess. I don't know. I mean, with Just Cause, people made the multiplayer mods because they want to play with people. So
I think they made the multiplayer mod later.
they made like an official version
Yeah.
or whatever. But originally it was just a mod.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I believe Just Cause 3 is getting there soon. Also, let us know in the comments if you are playing this game, if you're enjoying it. Let us know why you're enjoying it, because I'm not the type of dude who's like, fuck this game, I'll never play it.
It just
Like,
seems super underwhelming through
it's
all
just
the
confusing.
advertising over the years. So
Yeah. Also, everything's purple still, which, as I was telling you, what was that?
Sign language.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were pointing at people. I'm like, it's not their fault.
No.
It's really interesting if you played Saints Row, Gav. Hell, I guess. Spoiler alert: 3, 2, 1. At the end, you get to pick something from God. He tells you you can do 1 of 5 things or something like that. One of the things that Gat can pick is like resetting everything. And this game actually takes place in that storyline where Gat is now a cop in Seoul, and Agents of Mayhem is happening. So it's actually a cousin of Saints Row, and but it's on its own game.
it's alternate universe stuff.
Yeah.
So
Which, if you don't know, Saints Row is also related to Red Faction because the Altor Corporation. But you probably know that. Anyway, let's just get into the fucking video. 5 things you need to know about Agents of Mayhem. Change my mind in 3, 2, 1, go.
Volition's newest IP, Agents of Mayhem, comes out in just a few weeks, and it seems like there's still some confusion of what exactly this game is.
Craig.
It's easy to assume that this open-world superhero-esque shooter is just another Saints Row
free
game. There's
advertising.
actually a lot about it that sets itself apart. So let's get right to it. Today in Game Ranks, we're here to talk about 5 things you need to know about Agents of Mayhem.
I remember the first thing about this game too is I thought
Starting
the
off with
art
number
style was
5,
so
what
like
is
underwhelming.
Agents of Mayhem
Yeah.
exactly? I'm sure a lot of people think it's just another Saints Row game. Let's start off with what this game actually is. It's an open-world, third-person shooter where you play as different Agents of Mayhem. Mayhem being an organization that's kind of like S.H.I.E.L.D. And they're trying to stop a supervillain organization called Legion. And they're trying to destroy the world's nations. So, yeah,
Seems so
that's the
generic.
basic setup, but it's important to know that this isn't a new Saints Row game. Yeah, I get it. It definitely looks like it with there being purple everywhere and the use of the 3rd Street Saints fleur-de-lis symbol. There are even some characters from Saints Row that you'll see here, along with the same but less vulgar sense of humor. So let's go back to Gat Out of Hell. That game ended with Johnny Gat being given 5 choices by God. One of these choices was recreating Earth, and Agents of Mayhem takes place in that timeline. And in that timeline, Johnny Gat is now a cop in Seoul, and Agents of Mayhem takes place in Seoul, and Johnny Gat is a playable character in the game if you pre-order it somewhere special and get that pre-order bonus, but still. So yeah, that
Stupid
right there
pre-order
is
bonuses.
a big similarity between Agents of Mayhem and Saints Row. Also, Pierce Washington from Saints Row 2
They cannot
and
stay
4
consistent
is in
with
this
how
game
Gat
as a
looks.
playable character named Kingpin. And have you guys seen Yeti yet? He's the big, jacked up Mr. Freeze looking character. He looks very similar to Oleg, which is another Saints Row character. So yeah, I get it. I can totally see why you would think this is a new Saints Row, but it's not. It's its own IP. It does take place in the Saints Row universe.
How is it not? You just said it's a continuation after Get Out of Hell's side universe.
I mean, it literally is. I mean,
I know it's a little confusing, and I
it's
never
technically a new
thought
IP,
that
but it's still.
Volition
I mean,
being
it looks like
Saints
Saints Row.
would have
Yeah.
It looks like it plays like
confusing
Saints
lore
Row.
like this. But yes, end of
Does
the
that
day,
game
Agents
actually
of
makes
Mayhem
me think of
is one
Crackdown
the
meets Saints
games,
Row.
Agents of
That's what it
Mayhem
looks like
game,
so
that's
far.
what you're getting. Moving on to number 4, I'm sure you guys already know that there are a ton of different characters
I
that
like
you get
her.
to play as in this game. And with that, you would also think that you get some really fun co-op along with it, right? Well, unfortunately, Volition has decided to not take the multiplayer or co-op approach with this game. Volition didn't want players to feel like they were missing out on the whole experience if they weren't playing with a friend, which I can respect. There's nothing wrong with a single-player only experience. I usually tend to like that way more than a multiplayer game. The game is set up with different main and side missions and even layers that are pretty similar to Strikes. Everything about it was definitely built for it to be a single-player experience, even with how the game plays. While there are agents that play drastically different than one another, they aren't different like how they are in Overwatch or in Diablo, where you need to make sure you have a healer and a tank and an offensive character. That doesn't really matter.
Did
These
you
characters
play
are built
Diablo?
to work together on a single
No.
perspective.
Obviously
But I do
not.
get
There's
where
no
someone
healers in
would
Diablo.
We need healers in
is
Diablo.
some
We
sort
need.
of co-op.
I can't
like
stay
the
alive.
idea of swapping back and forth between different agents and single player, but a lot of this game really does just scream co-op to me. In the past, the Saints Row games always had co-op, so I thought that maybe multiplayer is something that would have carried
Saints
over.
Row 2.
Although, technically, like I just said before, Saints Row and Agents of Mayhem are two different things, and I guess that is one thing that sets it apart. But even with that, I was pretty surprised to learn that there wasn't any multiplayer included. And while it is a bummer, I'm sure it won't take away from how much fun you're going to have in this game. Even playing alone looks pretty chaotic. Next up at number 3, Agents of Mayhem is a bunch of different characters that you'll be running around as. By the end of the campaign, you'll have a dozen different agents to choose from. Before starting a mission, you'll be able to pick 3 different agents to bring into the field with you. Then you'll be switching back and forth between the 3 to best suit whatever is going on. You could be switching characters because one agent's health is low, or because a different agent might be suited better to play as in that moment. For example, if you have a lot of enemies that are close up, you might be better off switching to someone like Hardtack, who's more of a tank and has a primary weapon that's a shotgun. So you'd
See,
obviously be
I
better
would
for
maybe
taking out
almost buy
enemies
this
that are
if
close
it.
up. Or you could switch to Yeti,
Because apparently it has some procedurally generated places too.
I mean, the overall concept sounds interesting,
There's
but
Hollywood, a douchey actor who seems to be more of a generic
Really?
soldier class. There's Daisy, who's a roller derby sensation who skates around.
I'm,
with
like,
big
falling
ass
asleep
minigame.
watching this
And
shit.
then there's also Yeti, who I just mentioned before. And those are only a few. I don't want to give.
But that's
too
the
many
thing
of them
too
away
is like
because
this game
it's
also
hard to experience
seems so much like
characters
Saints
and
Row
learn
still
how they
that like it
Each
seems
agent
lazy.
also has a mayhem ability, which is like a super or an ultimate. For example, Hollywood's mayhem ability has him putting on a pair of sunglasses and getting access to bottomless magazines, and there are
Johnny
a bunch
Cage.
of over-the-top
Yeah.
explosions that go on
Tim
all
Grace
around
fan.
him, and it's pretty much like a Michael Bay movie, honestly.
Johnny Cage, you're a Grace
It
fan.
looks like a Michael Bay movie. But like I said, those are just a few of those playable agents. I don't want to spoil them all. And also, each one of them will have their own special upgradable abilities and equipment, which leads us to our next point at number 2. The big focus of this game is how different each agent plays, and there's a huge emphasis on actually developing and building up these characters.
Which is
While
why
each
you need
agent is
co-op.
pre-made, there is a
'Cause they're so
huge
different.
skill tree that goes along
You
with
made
each
a co-op
character.
game
You
without
can tailor
co-op.
them to how you want them to play.
It's like if you're
you'll be
walking, you drop
constantly
something.
grinding
Go
for
pick
XP,
that up.
trying to upgrade
Same
to the
thing.
next
You
skill.
forgot co-op,
Leveling
put it
up
in.
will give you access to new powers and skills, so the character you'll have at the end of the game will be drastically different from when you started playing. And it's not only skills and powers that level up. You'll also be able to level up and modify your weapons and your gadgets. There are different mods that you can use to customize your
Why
weapons.
would you not make
change
this
up how your
multiplayer?
gadgets work. So as your agent grows more and more powerful,
Game
you
doesn't
can
know what
keep
it
your
wants to
weapons
be.
and gadgets on par with that. And finally,
Oh.
number 1, Volition is really going for replayability here. Kind of in the
Why gonna be
vein
that
of
mean?
games like Destiny and Diablo, where you just kind of keep on grinding for what you need. You'll be playing the same missions over
Yeah,
and
Diablo,
over
that
again
game
just
with
to gain
healers.
XP, just to level
And
up whatever agent
multiplayer.
you're
I was gonna say both those games are
and seeing that
multiplayer.
all 12 characters
Why
have
would I
their
want
own
to
skill
grind
trees,
endlessly
it's gonna
over and
take a
over
lot of
again?
XP
If
and
not,
a lot
I
of
mean,
time if
half
you
the
want
reason
to
I
max
grind
out
is like
all
to stay up to
12
date with
characters.
everybody else,
And these
or
skill trees
have them
are
grind
There's
with
something.
me.
There's just something fun about getting loot and grinding, shit like that, and then talking with people who are doing the same
I
thing.
would say,
sharing that
like,
experience.
anytime we play Warframe at this point, we get into party chat, and I don't even know what I'm doing in the game half the time anymore.
as I
Just
said
like
many times
blah
in this
blah
video,
blah blah
each
blah
character
blah
is
blah.
super
I'm hanging out while
so
shooting
focusing on
things.
one character to max out will change
I mean, I would
the
start
gameplay
playing
a
this
little
game,
bit.
and I would
But
like
what
the
Volition also
aspect
did was
of
make
leveling up
certain
and
missions
grinding, but I
layers
want to go do that
procedurally
somewhere
general.
else
This
in a
way,
game
once
I
you
can play with
return
other
to
people.
repeat everything once you finish the game, it'll be a little bit different. Now, it's not a complete overhaul of the level. The boss is still the same.
Yeah,
So
let's
is
see,
a lot of the
current
rooms. They're
games
just
we could be
a
doing
bit
that in
shuffled around.
Fortnite.
So this combined with
and
playing as
Warframe.
different characters will hopefully be
And,
enough to make sure that the game doesn't get too
we could
stale
technically
too
be
quick.
playing
And then
more
there's
Rainbow
also the
Six
fact
Siege.
that it's an open world, and so I'm sure
Payday
there's a ton of
2.
other stuff to see.
Sure, game of the month.
just
Make sure
in
to play
the
that.
open world. And those are 5 things you need to know about Agents of Mayhem. But we want to hear from you guys. Meet
All
us
right.
down in the comments.
Perspectives, have they been changed?
No.
No.
Anything? Nothing?
It sounds like it kind of reminds me of like Dragon Age game. We have like multiple heroes, you level them up. But
Oh, yeah, okay.
Except for Dragon Age is awesome.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And Dragon Age is a single player game, but although it does have multiplayer mode, it's story driven with choices and stuff like that to make. So like it carries a single player feel in the way it should. I mean, like
Relationships to build.
yeah, it's your journey. I mean, it'd be cool to share with other people, but you don't need to. Whereas a game that's just like an open sandbox with so many different characters, and we keep emphasizing the multiplayer thing. I mean, it's kind of a given at this point, but the reason that it bums me out is watching that. There's some things there that seem a little more redeemable than the first time I watched it. I'm not completely like, oh, I want to play that game so bad. I wish I had multiplayer. I'm just like, there's some cool shit that going on there. I would play that, but I would only play it with people. I'm not going to play that by myself. I'd rather play a shitload of other things.
Yeah. Like Nier Automata.
Yeah, like Nier Automata, way better game, and I haven't even played this one. And then anything else on that at all? Agents of Mayhem.
Next.
Volition, I want you guys to get your shit together because I used to love all the games you made, and you slowly are getting into this area where I feel like you're more so staying on the same path to do something that doesn't deviate to make money. And I get that. I get why you're doing it, blah, 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 blah. But I expect better from you. I'm disappointed. Yeah, so the last video we're going to be watching, like I said, trying to keep this a little bit shorter until we get our scheduling better.
Trying.
Trying. Well, it's going to happen. We got it planned. So No Man's Sky came out a while back. Everybody heard about it. Everybody bitched about it, blah, blah, blah. You've been pretty resilient on it by defending it. I was for a long time. Kind of folded a bit, but I still think there's merit there. And I think a lot of people blew shit up without actually having a good argument.
And they actually still have a lot of people playing it, so obviously not everyone hated it. So
Well, because there wasn't a bad game there.
yeah,
There was just people who were upset because there's features they thought were going to be in it that weren't there, and there was a feature that a guy vaguely said was going to be there, so he lied. I don't think he did on purpose. That upset some people. It wasn't what they thought it was because they didn't look into it. I wasn't surprised when I played the game at all. I was just surprised when I found out he did actually say there was going to be multiplayer in it. And now there is. So, and where'd you stand on it? I remember, yeah, you were kind of in the middle. So yeah, none of us have really been playing it.
I haven't played it since day one.
Yeah, me too. I played it the first week, stopped playing it. I played for 2 days.
I played for a couple weeks. But
Yeah, you played it the longest for sure. Because yeah, when I played it, I was just like, this is not. There was nothing there. I was like, wow, I didn't think it was gonna be like this, but it was just literally like I was expecting just a little bit more, and it just wasn't there. So anyway, they've been updating it. I don't think we haven't been keeping up with it. So they have the Atlas Rises update coming out, or might already be out. Should did my research, which is update 1.3, which is adding new features. We're gonna watch the trailer to it and see what they've added. Because I still am absolutely open-minded to this game.
has base building now.
There was things that I wanted them to add, and they are adding things to it. So this game potentially could become a game that I will come back to. I remember originally I was like, man, I wish I didn't buy that digitally. I fucking would have returned it. But now I'm kind of glad I still have it because I feel like it's going to get to a point where I'll want to come back. So yeah, anything you guys want to say before we watch this? All right. Atlas Rises update trailer. 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to No Man's Sky, version 1.3, Atlas Rises.
Plants look slightly better already.
Yeah, the game does look better.
A graphical
general, seems like.
overhaul delivers beautiful new environments to explore.
Oh yeah, they had new biomes.
I'm glad to see that because they had plenty.
I
But
see.
And the
some
universe
screenshots
is
on
more
Twitter.
alive
It's
than
really
ever, with system wealth,
neat looking stuff.
economy, and conflict levels, where missions can be undertaken for rewards. Trading and farming are more complex and rewarding,
it's good.
and purchased freighters
The game
can be
needed
navigated
depth. It
between
needed
systems.
more than just
The
walking.
game needed another year of
Introducing
development.
30 hours
Absolutely.
of story and lore.
The game did feel almost unfinished when it came out.
Uncover a strange new race of travelers and unlock the secrets of the Atlas. Terrain manipulation
That's cool.
allows for more complex constructions. Portal stargates unlock the ability to quick travel to any planet.
Stargate.
Scavengers can raid crashed
Oh, that's
freighters
cool.
to find fortune.
Vehicles from last update.
Deeper space combat allows fighters to test themselves. And low flight is exciting and dangerous.
Yeah, that is cool.
Glitches allow travelers to explore the universe
Those are players.
together. And
Weird.
much more
You have proximity
will
chat with
follow.
I don't know if they brought it up or not. It also has fast travel now. So if there's a destination, you can build it's like a wormhole or something like that, so you can return to that point.
So that makes base building more centralized. You can
Yeah,
build a central
you can
base.
have a
and
home,
go out.
Which is something I was worried about. That when I found out like that, if I leave, I might not be coming back here. I like the idea that it's left there. It has a, there's something romantic about that. But I want to come back to that. I don't want to invest fucking time in something I'm not going to see again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did that. What is up with the fucking orbs you're talking to?
Those
though?
are players.
I know, but like why?
That's just the first step of adding multiplayer.
Okay.
So when you run into players, they're glowing orbs of light that you can actually talk to. That's what they have right now.
So bizarre. I remember when the game first came out, as everybody saw, like the guy who ran into the other person, it was just a really weird interaction. And it just seemed like they definitely did not flesh the game out for this to happen. And to see that a year later, they've created this orb thing. It's progress, but it's still kind of weird to me that that's as far as they've gotten with that. But they're doing something. So, I mean, at least you're not as lonely in a fucking big-ass galaxy.
Yeah.
I think that looks cool. I mean, that actually, I'm not completely there yet to want to jump back into it, but
last update too.
I'm just not. I mean, if I wanted to play something like that, I would play fucking like Ark or fucking Lego Worlds or fucking. I mean, Lego Worlds is that, and play fucking. Oh God. What's that amazing fucking sci-fi game that's never going to fully release?
Oh, Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. I mean, that's what I want to fucking
Yeah, that
play.
game's
I
never
need to
coming
buy
out.
that. But there's a lot of really cool things there. A lot of things. I mean, I think the big thing is when multiplayer happens, I'll be back in it. 'Cause similarly to Agents of Mayhem, I mean, I don't think No Man's Sky needs multiplayer, but for me to want to play it, I want multiplayer. I think it'd be really fun to check out each other's planets and shit and explore the universe together.
I think the last two updates have been leaps and bounds for this game.
Huge, yeah. I'm not talking shit about it. I'm just saying, like, I'm just not back into it yet. But they've huge improvement.
I'm not back into it either, and not because like I don't want to play it. It's because like most things, I have this catalog of stuff that like I really like. I have to play. That a game like No Man's Sky, when it came out, it was great for me because like I didn't really have a lot to play at the time, and it's definitely
that's a weird time.
and it's just a chill game, so you can just like play, and I'm not stressed out, and I'm just kind of like relaxing. I'm still playing a game. It was really nice for that, and now it's just like I have and crazy is that I have so many single player games that I need to get through right now. I haven't even. We did the list earlier, but I also didn't even start Persona 5 yet. Like,
Yeah.
so
Man, talking about relaxing, I think that was the thing that on the second day of playing No Man's Sky and then quitting, I realized when I was playing, I was just kind of like fucking just like too much zen.
Yeah.
I was just like,
See, and
okay.
I dig that.
I mean, like,
So,
fucking, I would say if I really wanted to just pamper myself, like with a weekend at the spa, I'd get that game in. I'd get some fucking chamomile fucking Epsom salt in the bathtub with a glass of wine, some candles, just play it and just fucking
I'm not seeing an
melt
issue
in-
here.
Huh?
I'm not seeing an issue here.
I got shit to do in my life, man. I can't be sitting
be
around
relaxing.
I can't be doing that shit. Plus, it's dangerous. You shouldn't be holding a control in the bath.
It's not like it's a hairdryer.
This is true. You should definitely not be holding a hairdryer in the fucking bathtub.
It still looks like an incomplete game to me. It still looks like it's in development, and it's trying to basically it's still trying to finish itself.
Yeah.
It's not done yet.
And 100% agree with you on that. But I also think Chevy really fucking nailed it when we're watching that, saying that the game looks like it needed another year of development. Because the game is fine, but it definitely felt underwhelming, in my opinion. In a lot of people's opinion, it seems. And then what you're saying is it still feels incomplete. I 100% agree. But we already have a year of development, and the game looks a lot better. So with a little bit more development, I think they're gonna have. It's just funny because it is a fucking indie developed game for sure,
Yeah.
and it was advertised as a AAA game, and people still expect that.
Which Sony totally did.
Yeah.
So
They did a great job on fucking hyping that game because it made the money.
yeah.
But it was a double-edged sword because it really kind of fucked Hello Games.
Yeah, it sucks for Hello Games because
Yeah.
that was like 100% Sony going, "Oh, we'll advertise this. Don't
This
worry."
game is going to be everything you want. It's amazing. It's AAA. It's fucking big game. And there's like, we're making a game.
I was like, this
It's
little
fun.
company is like, we're making this really cool thing. We're passionate about, blah, blah. And people kind of saw and they're like, oh, this looks really cool. And Sony's like, we can sell this.
It's gonna blow your fucking minds.
And so big Sony comes up to little Hello Games. They're like, you want your game to sell? And they're like, yeah, that'd be great. And Sony's like, I gotcha.
I remember they said too that originally there was a flood that happened in their office, and they're about to scrap the fucking game completely. And I guess like
Jeff Keighley.
it was like, we need that trailer up, like, like I got a spot for you or whatever. And they're like, okay. And then they fucking released it, and I guess the reception was so fucking crazy that they're like, I guess we're gonna continue this.
I guess
game.
we got to rebuild this fucking game.
So
yeah.
in a weird way, I mean, it kind of sucks for them that they're like, well, we're working on this, but it's time to.
I gotta say,
quits.
I got nothing but good things to say though, because they went through that. They went through years of being treated like a AAA game. They released a game and dealt with that fucking mess that happened.
Oh, I
And
would have
they're-
not wanted to be them during the time of that
they're
game's release.
Still working on this game.
If I was okay, so my only complaint with them, and I get it, because fucking, like I said, this is not a AAA developer, and they made a game that was hyped as a AAA game, and then they got the fucking hate of like an Assassin's Creed would get if it came out and sucked.
Without the PR team.
Exactly. So like you got like 5 dudes, and like the world's going, you lied to us, and
Fucking baby killer.
yeah, and fucking what's his face from Walking Dead. But yeah, they're screaming like they came back from Vietnam. But yeah, so they had to deal with that, and thinking about it in that perspective, it kind of makes sense. But I really hate the radio silence they went through after.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they went
Yeah.
like fucking 60 days, 90 days without saying
Get on
anything.
PR team.
I know, and they're probably like, "What the fuck do we do?"
You get the
They're
whole
probably like,
world yelling at you.
As soon as day one happened, everybody's screaming at them. They're like, we got to fucking fix this. And they're like, we got to talk to them. Like, no, we got to fix this. They're going to kill us. So I get it, but at the same time, it was really unprofessional, regardless of, the circumstance.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but even to your point, even after that fucking radio silence, which was a big mistake, they didn't have to keep working on the game. They should just fucking ran away with all that money. They're like, fuck, let's leave. Let's not make video games ever again. I'm going to get fat off making my
that
own
would
beer.
probably be the intelligent.
That's what I would have done. She'd be like, fuck this, dude. Like, accept it. We're out of here.
But I have a huge amount of respect.
But they're still like quietly just working on the game.
Yeah.
And they're making it better. So I mean, like they're not fucking shysters. They're not like fucking. They didn't get your money and run away like I would have. They just fucking. They're like, okay, we gotta make this right. We gotta fucking make a game.
I hate your game. You're like, you bought it anyways.
Because the biggest thing here is fucking reputation. I mean, if these guys want to make a game again, they gotta fix it. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, remember the last time they fucking lied to us? We're not buying their shit again.
We have to make a new company and not say that
it's them.
What's his face works there.
You guys are working on a game? No, we've never worked on anything.
I just graduated from college. You look like you're in your 30s. Yeah, well, you know, I had a family young.
I know how to make without ever working on a game before games that can support trillions of fucking planets.
Check out this math.
Yeah. I just figured this out on. I was working with HTML and Flash and shit. But yeah, it looks cool. I hope they keep fucking trucking along. I hope they're getting the support they need to continue this, because I don't want them to be fucked over, condemned like they did to us. They deserve a second chance. And yeah.
It really compelled me to play the game more if I had the option to like see where my friends are located, maybe in a general vicinity.
There needs to
in
be
the
community
universe,
shit.
so we can like get together, build a base, build warp points from that, so we can each either spread out to different locations and compile our data together when we get back, or everybody goes off to one planet and just kind of does like this, like, you know, fishing net of like scanning data to compile the data together. That would really draw me in for sure. Back into it.
They need a way to take selfies on your planet
No.
and then send it to your friends.
No.
And be like, wish you were here. Wish there was multiplayer.
I wish there was oxygen here.
Can't breathe. I'm gonna die.
Acid rain, baby.
This is delicious. I'm drinking it up.
Like the first planet I was on.
You know, my first planet was actually pretty fucking pretty perfect.
I say
I
you
didn't
lucked
leave
out.
it.
I think me and Chris got screwed.
Yeah, everybody's like,
Acid rain and poison air. I couldn't do anything.
everybody was bitching about their planets, and I'm just like, I thought everybody's planet was this nice.
Oh, every animal was hostile.
I think mine was too cold.
I had some like
That's the planet I'm on now.
fat flying bee thing that was a bitch, but the rest of everything, like there were some really mean looking guys who just walked by me. I'm like, okay, I guess we're good.
I got killed by an elk.
I hate when that happens.
It was aggressive as fuck. I'm like,
that what
oh,
happened to
look at
Robert
you. Let me
Baratheon?
take a picture. Oh, fuck! Who?
Game of Thrones.
No, I knew you said Baratheon. I knew it was Game of Thrones,
I'm
but
surprised you heard me. I was just kind of saying that. Yeah, I think that's a good place to end this, though. Any last words on anything?
On anything?
Yeah, at all. Fucking say it. It's Tastecast. You can say where the fuck you want.
disappointed.
You liked the last episode of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Apparently, the newest episode got leaked.
Yeah, stay off social media.
So we're going into radio silence like Hello Games.
Yeah, no.
You probably already know what happens.
Joffrey dies.
Probably watch. Yeah. Yeah, spoiler alert. Might happen. I'm expecting it to happen. With that, let us know in the comments what you thought of anything we watched. Are you excited for Agents of Mayhem? Are you playing it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you a fan of No Man's Sky? Are you still playing it? Are you waiting for it to get better? Do you fucking hate it? Do you hate us for even fucking looking at it? Let us know. That's going to do for this episode of Tastecast, episode 35. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter. Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on the channel. If you missed them, they're uploaded. Check them out on Twitch, tasty_fruit. And yeah, until the next episode, which will be next week for Taste Tuesday. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Don't stare into the fucking sun without UV glasses on Monday, because you're going to burn your fucking eyes out.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. And if you do, send us pictures.
Do it. Look at the sun. Do it.
This is giving me PTSD from fucking...
Do it. Don't do it. Do it.
Yeah, from... Oh, God. Hellblade. Hellblade. This is my hell.